Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Facebook, YouTube Live with an exciting topic, which is actually my favorite topic, the change that I'd like to bring out to the world, the change that you want to bring to the world. Such an amazing topic because I know each and every one of us have something that we want to give out to the world and we want to change the world according. So it depends on how we grew up, who we grew up with, who are our friends. If you think your friends are extremely kind, you might think the whole world should become kind. It can happen the other way around as well. If you don't have friends who are supportive or um, good enough, you might want the entire world to become a better place where everyone can have good friends and everyone is a good person. So, such an interesting topic. So, to start off this, let's invite Sidra. Sidra, over to you.
Hi, hello. My name is Sidra Shiraz. The change I like to bring to the world is to make sure no one without any money has to go hungry each day. Every day I see people on the streets walking, begging for money just to feed themselves. They lost their homes in natural disasters like hurricanes, tornadoes, even landslides, which are really bad. They lose their money, their homes, and beg people to just some money to help feed them. I saw this YouTuber once on my iPad. She uses her food and money and buys these ingredients and makes food on her own and gives it to the people in her village. She lives in a rural village and then she cooks and gives them. So when I grow up, I just want to be like her and help people who don't have money like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sidra. So it's good that we are looking out for people. It's actually a great thing. We all observe and learn. For example, if you have a friend who helps other people, it's more likely that you will also want to help other people. If you ever see your father or mother, just randomly walking down the street and they find some garbage and they put that on the dustbin and then they go, it's more likely you copy that behavior as well. So it's good that you are learning from other people as well. So Sidra, you can leave the live here and then join us up next. Let's have Safa. Over to you, Safa.
The change I like to bring to the world. The one, the one thing I would change the world to make it a better place is to reduce the cutting of trees and make people plant more trees instead. Do you know that oxygen is something we cannot live without? Trees provide us oxygen, and if trees are cut down, there will be less supply of oxygen. Not only this, trees also give a very cold environment. They help the environment by making it cold. Many beautiful birds build up their home in trees. If it is cut down, there will be no home to the birds. There was a large tree next to my house, but the people in the area told but the people in the area told us to cut it down. It is because it is because the street light is getting covered. So because of this, the squirrel and birds were very sad because they lose their house. So plant more trees and cut less. This is what I to needed to change in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Safa. Yes, cutting down trees is harmful. And remember, all of you, this live session is for you to practice. So if you get stuck, that's okay. If you lost out of word, that's okay. Try to have that natural thinking process to get yourself back. Okay. At the same time, whenever whoever cuts one tree, they should plant two more trees somewhere. So it's like the rule to make the world a better place. Okay. So, Safa, thank you for sharing that. You can leave as well and join us through the Facebook or YouTube live and then watch the rest of it. Okay. Next, let's have Sitira. Over to you, Sitira.
Hello everyone, I'm Sitira Kolamgi and I study at Mahanama College. So, when you think about weather, now think about an example. One day you're sitting and thinking about to play cricket in a nice sunny day, and suddenly it starts raining. You're like, and in another example, you can see yourself staying at home and wishing the rain to come and then not going to school. So you're try not to go to school because of the rain. So there's two things in this. You sometimes you blame the rain and sometimes you love the rain. So, what I want to change in this world is to make a weather controlling device. Now, when you think about it, extreme weather conditions hurt our people. Now, for example, you see in Sri Lanka recently, there was these very strong winds and these very strong rain. So, because of that, many people's lives will be disrupted. Now, even if we are in houses and we are safe from the rain or stuff, but some people aren't. They are very vulnerable to these things. So I want to build a weather controlling device and control whether the rain is going too much or too low. So if it's going too low, I want to turn it up and take it to the normal. And if it's going high, I want to reduce it and take it to the normal level. So I think in the future I'll study about, robotics and stuff and try to make something like that. I know it's a crazy idea if you think about it, but in the mind, you can, it's very possible. And when you think about it, there is a movie called Shadows.
All right, I think something happened to Citra's connection. Up next, let's have Oshadi. Over to you, Oshadi.
The change I'd like to bring to the world is there are many people who are destroying, that means like killing animals, cutting down trees. So it's not good. If you want to make the world more beautifuler, you must let animals live in their place and you must stop cutting down trees because they give us beauty to our gardens, forests, and everything. And also, it's good if people could be kind to everybody because it's very important to be kind. If you don't be kind even to animals, they can be, how, just imagine if there are many people who used to throw rocks at animals. So it is not good. Like imagine if some incident happened like that to us, how would we feel? And how the same way, it's the way which they feel, even the animals, because they are also living beings like us. And also trees. Like if you want to cut trees, you must not cut a tree. If you don't want it, at least give it, like remove it from the soil and give it to another person without cutting down it and making it die. It is the same way, it's also a living being, we are also a living being, and animals are also living beings. So they might also feel the same thing which we feel. So we must provide cutting down trees and killing animals and other stuff. You must also be responsible of other people because sometimes people which we don't know help us. So we could also be like, even it doesn't matter even you don't know that person, you could help the person, you could let them cross the road, you could do such things. So it's very important to help people stop killing animals and stop cutting down trees. Thank you.
Thank you, Oshadi. Yes, stop cutting down trees and stop killing animals for no reason. So it's a very important lesson for all of us, and we see this every single day. Whenever you open any social media, there's some sort of a, you know, cutting down trees or killing animals or animal abuse, all of these difficult things to process. So we should make sure that we keep sharing this message and convince people to do the right thing. All right, Oshadi, you can leave and join us through the Facebook and watch the rest of the live as well. And up next, let's have Senuth. Over to you, Senuth.
Hello, my name is Senuth Kolamage. I study at Royal College. I'm 12 years old. The change I would give to the world is global warming. Stop global warming. What is global warming? Global warming is a rapidly worsening situation that is in the world with the release of the greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Okay, first point, we burn so much polythene. We use polythene so much for groceries, shipping, and loads of kinds of things. So all those plastics and polythenes are not even recyclable. So we have to pile it up like mountains. We can actually stack up about 14, the height of 14 Eiffel Towers, the amount of the polythenes. So mankind decided to burn all those polythene, and the chemicals that are inside the polythene would go into the environment, into our lungs, and cause infections, and to the animals in the environment. And after that, it would go up into the atmosphere, which would harm the ozone layer. You would say, what is the ozone layer? The ozone layer is the one who protects us from the sun's rays. So when we burn plastic, the chemicals go up into the atmosphere, weakens the ozone layer, and the sun's rays comes in those holes and make the globe heated up, and the glaciers would melt because of the extreme heats, and the oceans will rise up. Okay, uh, so don't pretend like global warming is just a joke and you would do nothing. Don't think I, me, me, I won't do anything to the global warming situation. Don't think like that. If one polythene is actually reused so many times, it would stop from burning. So do your thing of not using polythene that much, using reusable things like cloth and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Senuth. I felt like they were very insightful and perfect examples when you compared the tower and the amount of garbage, everything around it. All right. Oh, can you not put me on the full screen? I can't see the students. Okay. All right. Next, let's have Yusuf. Yusuf, over to you. Yusuf. Oh, that's Akin. Can we have Yusuf on the main screen? Maybe Yusuf left, is it? Or Yusuf disappeared? Okay, then let's have Akin. Over to you, Akin.
So, in the world, actually, past few years ago, there was this major problem. I think many of you have heard of Sri Lanka's protesters. So, because of the government corrupted, I was thinking, what happens if I become a president? What happened? What services I should be doing for them? So, first of all, I thought, here's some of the thoughts I thought. So, first of all, I was thinking to stop domestic violence. Domestic violence is unnecessary to the world. We can't just, it is useless to kill cows, pigs, chickens, some fish, marine animals just for food. There is a perfect vegetable or a perfect fruit to us to replace with these everyday meats, and we can eat it. That is known as jack. So why can't we just replace it? So the first rule I will do is stop domestic violence for these ones, because many of these animals has so much advantages to the world. So another thing is that capitalism. Capitalism works like this. So thinking you're a millionaire and your friend is an average worker, okay? So actually, can you believe that you're getting paid higher than your friend? So it makes it feel unfair. Just saying that you win 1.8 billion dollars a year and he gets about an average salary of 25,000 per year. So it doesn't make any sense. So it should be the perfect balance. It should be fair for everyone. As people said, it never to be unfair to people. Always keep it fair. So another thing I want to stop is global warming. Global warming is a big thing that's happening right now. Because with global warming, all ice and all everything that is useful to make our planet cold will go. So do you know that there is lot of bad things happening in the Americas? Because now there's a immensely got lot of droughts in there because of global warming. So global warming works like this. So because of greenhouse power plants. So those power plants smokes get up to the sky and melt the ice. This one. So there is a shield in around the Earth that reflects from the sun to come on Earth. So this is getting destroyed by the greenhouse gases, and this leads to global warming. So the first thing I will start, or this third thing I will start to do is to stop this. So we should also stop to cutting trees. Cutting trees are useless. Even though we can use it for beautiful architects or something, it is useless. We should keep this very innocent. We should be thankful what what Mother Nature gave us. We should always thank them and keep them safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Kane. And oh, Sitra, you're still here. Oh, okay. All right. So yes, a lot of interesting points. Like we should start with solving domestic problems. It's not even going to different houses and then asking them to stop fighting or stop, killing animals or abusing animals. It's actually overall knowledge, right? So more awareness programs for them is a great idea. A random idea I would give is, maybe we can invite uh, everyone around this area to be present for a free some workshop, free parenting workshop or free self-care workshop, whatever it is. And when it's there and when it's close by, obviously people will attend. And if they attend, they're going to get more knowledge. If they get more knowledge, they're going to start living a better life, and that can overall change the mental health of a lot of people. And after that, it's easier for them to face challenges without having unwanted problems. Up next, let's have Abdul Bari. Over to you, Abdul Bari.
Do you know what will happen if we keep the world like this? That's why one day I want to change the world by cleaning the environment, recycling, rebuild structures, reduce littering, and stop scribbling on walls, structures, and stop scribbling on walls, bus seats, especially stop smoking because most smoke a lot and they get cancer and die. So whatever you do, don't overdo it. So I don't like when you litter. Now in my school, my class, so many children litter like they throw papers on the floor. So that's like I don't like it. Even our teacher tells for us to take the broom and sweep it and put it in dustbin. And a good thing is I have seen most people they put whatever garbage in dustbins without putting on the road and canals. They put it in the dustbin. Another bad thing is I have seen a man when I was going in the car. I have seen a man taking his garbage bag and popping it in the lake. So, like I was thinking, why is he doing that? So don't ever do like that stuff because it's not good for our world, and we have to change our world without doing those. You can really change the world if you care enough. we can change the world and make it a better place. It is in our hands to make a difference. So remember, be that change you wish to be in the world. Thank you.
Oh, I got kicked out. I don't know. Such a wonderful point by Abdul Bari. Up next, let's have Pavani. Over to you, Pavani.
The thing would like to change the world is pollution, because most people in our world do pollution, and when we go on the streets we can see a lot of pollution, and this causes global warming, and animals and humans can die with this. Uh, when we pollute, there can be air pollution, sea pollution, land pollution, and etc. Mm, When we pollute, our world becomes a place where no one can live, and to prevent that from happening, uh, we can recycle without uh, throwing them and polluting the world. We can recycle, for example, plastic. We can recycle them into a, a bottle which we can keep pencils. Mm, Thank you.
Thank you, Pavani, for sharing that. You had a couple of little bit of internet connection then, yeah. So I was not able to hear completely. But yeah, hopefully that will be fixed. Maybe that's the change I want to bring. Okay, up next, let's have you. Okay, Yusuf got stuck. I don't know what's wrong. Let's have the next speaker, and hopefully the Yusuf's problem is solved. So let's have Aisha. Over to you, Aisha.
Hi everyone, I am Aisha Namira. The change I would like to bring in the world is the topic I am going to speak about. The first thing I would like to change is the providing of free food, transport, meditation, education, and all necessary day-to-day needs, and also traveling to other countries with less cost and less formalities. There should be an equality among the people, black and white, rich and poor. Rich and poor should treated alike. Alike. People should be loving and caring towards each other. School hours to be changed according to the child's wish. We shall now see how these changes will benefit us. It would open doors to new ideas, opportunities, will reduce stress. People will motivate people will mo- people will be motivated and keep flexible. The world will be a peaceful and a beautiful place. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. Yes, free education is something extremely important and it can change the entire world. Your from the village to the city to the country and the entire world will change. Up next, let's see if Yusuf's connection is better. Yusuf, say hi. Let's see if we can hear you well. Yusuf, go ahead. Okay, Yusuf seems to be having some issues. Let's have Talib. Over to you, Talib.
Hi everyone, my name is Talib Shiam and I'm 14 years old. Our world is a special place for all living things, and keeping it safe and peaceful is our duty. We are facing many problems in today's world, but we do not have the power to change them all. But if I do get an opportunity, there are two things that I would like to change. Number one will be to era- eradicate the war, and a war tears a country apart. A war brings a loss of lives, damage to infrastructure, and country's economy, poverty, destruction of houses, loss to agriculture and businesses, like in countries such as Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, etc. Number two, due to the decisions made by powerful and ignorant leaders, the countries suffer terribly. This must stop, and we have to make a better place to live in. Thank you.
Thank you, Talib. So next time, I prefer some of your personal experiences around that topic as well, because I keep encouraging a lot of learners the same. Almost everyone I encourage the same. Whenever you are sharing your thoughts or opinions about a specific topic, just more than having the global examples, we should be able to share our own examples or experiences related to that, because that's called authenticity and that makes the speech even more powerful. Okay, Talib. So I'm expecting that from you. Otherwise, I will never know who you are, because you're only your experiences and your examples, your personal experiences will make us remember you. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, and we also have one video submission from Binudi. So let's play that video as well right now.
Disena Tilaka. The change I like to bring to the world. Yes, there are lots of changes I like to bring to this world. But above all, judging people is the main topic I want to talk today. Judging people is good, but judging people by our own way is cannot be accepted. People tend to judge others by their look or appearance. But people have their own potentials and capacities, and they work accordingly. So, judge people by their action, but not their look or appearance. And we should keep this on our mind too. Before judging someone, make sure that you're perfect. And don't judge book by its cover. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Binudi as well. And let's see if we can connect with Yusuf. Yusuf, over to you. Let's hope the internet connection is okay. Yusuf,
Yes.
go on. What do you think? What's the change that you want to bring out to the world?
My change I want to bring for the world is so kids sometimes use phones and computer to play games. But there are some games that are not good. So my change for the world I'm trying to make is I'm making a game that is not like scary or bad games. Trying to make a game that teaches kids with different ages. So like programming and for like big ones they can learn programming and for little ones they can learn numbers, colors, like that I want to make. So it's bit like for children there are different types of games they like, but they don't understand the games, what are their meaning. Like such as shooting games, those and all are like bad things can happen. Like in Facebook they are like showing some videos that their like their son is sometimes killing their parents sometimes. So of that and other games like killing games and others, those also can affect the teeth. And it can cause some big problems. That can make their teeth to try that and after they come back to normal, they'll see difference. And of that, they will be sad. So I want to make a thing that's like them, but not the like bad them. Some like coding them I trying to make. Like for my little brother example, I make for my little brother like just a pump they like ball them and he literally of that he was literally happy. And from noticing I wanted to do that some other days. So I'm trying to do some more. So then I'm trying a lot of things for the world. Exactly for the future, this is only. So
This is only the change I want to make for the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Yusuf. Yes, I love that game example because there was a game that encourages planting trees and learning about farming. So I think those are really great examples for great games rather than always killing and let's I love that idea. I seriously think you should focus on that and maybe create some games that can support people to improve their skills, um, you know to do more meaningful things in life or create good habits and maybe get scores for that. That'd be a great idea. So with that being said, thank you, Yusuf, for joining, and thank you everyone for joining this live, and maybe later you might be watching this one. Make sure that you share this with other people if you think the message is meaningful and important, and also share what you think about these topics in the comment section. Until then, bye bye from Anderson Haran.